the movie Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith goes out with his son and, they're living a normal life, and all of a sudden, everything that they once knew was taken away from them. They lost the house, he lost his job, and he had no way of providing any kind of resources for his son. And so Will Smith decided, instead of just giving up and saying, well, we're just going to be bums and live on the streets, they said they're going to find a way to work through it, and that they're going to go out and make something happen so they could live better lives. James Baldwin once said, "Beyond talent lie all the usual words: discipline, love, luck, but most of all, endurance." I take that to mean that everyone should persevere. And I agree with that. Because perseverance makes you stronger, and perseverance leads to success. One great example of how perseverance makes you stronger is in the movie We Are Marshall. Now, based on a true story, We Are Marshall is about a football team who, coming off a great season, goes on a plane ride for one of their first games, and the plane crashes, and everyone on the team dies. Coaches, players, even a couple parents that were on board. Obviously, for a small town, that could be absolutely devastating to have your university football team completely demolished. So in recovery for that, it was obviously very hard to find a new coach, a new set of players that are going to be willing to replace everything that in a small town really was irreplaceable. So as the movie goes on, they go out and they get a coach, and the coach goes out and he finds some players. And it starts small, and he needs a lot of help from the dean of the school to go out and get things done. They decide they're going to go out there and make this happen. They're going to persevere, and they're going to go and they're going to make this football team great. And so they go out, and they end up winning the state championship for their division in football. And it's just quite amazing to see how, if you really do persevere, even through everything that you've been through, you will get stronger. Another great example is Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson persevered through all the odds, being the first African-American baseball player in the major leagues. Coming through the ranks, he obviously was not very favored, being the only African-American who had made it that far. But when he was given the chance, he decided he had to make a choice, whether or not he was going to persevere and he was going to make something happen and make something great happen, or if he was just going to say, just give up and it's not a big deal. But because Jackie Robinson persevered, he got a lot stronger, not only because he endured all the awful things that people said and did to him, but he also made himself stronger, and it's the whole unification of Major League Sports stronger. So now how we've seen why everyone should persevere, because perseverance makes you stronger, we now look to see how perseverance leads to success. Martin Luther King Jr. was a man who led the Civil Rights Movement, and he went out and decided that, I don't like that African Americans are not equal to whites, so we should do something about it. So Martin Luther King Jr. went out and he started the Civil Rights Movement, and through all the pain and all the grievances and all of the jail time they served and all the people that spit on him and all the African Americans that were killed throughout the Civil Rights Movement, they persevered, and because of that, they were successful. They ended up getting equal rights for African Americans and whites. Another great example of how perseverance leads to success is Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, who was a college dropout, decided that he was just going to do something great with his life. He didn't want to be some nobody. He wanted to go out and make something happen. And so he decided he was going to create Apple. And of course today, if you look around the room, almost everyone here has an Apple product. And because of that, we see that because Steve Jobs persevered, a college dropout persevered, he wanted to make his dream come true, he did, and he made it come true. And now look at the effect it's had on the population today. So we've seen that everyone should persevere because perseverance makes you stronger, and because perseverance leads to success. We'd like to look back at the quote by James Baldwin that says, "Beyond talent lie all the usual words: discipline, love, luck, and most of all, endurance." So seeing that everyone should persevere, we look back and see how in We Are Marshall, the team who was completely destroyed and the city who was completely devastated by an awful and tormenting crash, and how the rebuilding of that and the perseverance that they took to go ahead and make something great happen with the program again, and see how that led to success and how that made everyone stronger in that town. We also see how Martin Luther King Jr., he went out and he fought for the Civil Rights Movement. He fought for rights for African Americans, and because of that, he got equality for everyone. So we look back now at Will Smith in The Pursuit of Happiness, a man who had lost everything for his family, and he decided he's going to go out, he's going to make a change. And he did. He went out, he got an internship, and worked through the internship, he got a job. And because of that job, he was able to provide for his son and for himself the rest of his life. So we see how if you persevere, you can be successful.
5:20.